Hello my dear students, welcome to TaTin's channel. Today we're going to solve for the kinetic energy of an object. Let's go! So let me read to you our sample problem. A 30-kilogram motorcycle is traveling with a velocity of 5 meters per second. What is its kinetic energy at this velocity? How about if the velocity is 8 meters per second? How about if the velocity is 10 meters per second? So here I have already written the given. So mass of the motorcycle is 30 kilograms. Velocity or the speed is 5 meters per second. So we are looking for the kinetic energy. So for the formula, KE is equal to 1/2 mv squared. So this is the equation now. So please bring down 1/2. Then let's proceed to substitution. Mass is 30 kilograms. And the velocity is 5 meters per second, and there is a square. So the first thing, you need to settle this first, okay, because there is a square in the velocity. So please copy the 1/2 first and then bring down 30 kilograms. So we need to settle first this one. Is it 5 times 2 or 5 times 5? So what's your answer? So correct. It must be 5 multiplied by 5. Okay, 5 to be multiplied by itself. So 5 times 5 is equals 25. Then meter square becomes second square. Okay. And then bring down 1/2 again. We need to settle next is this one, to multiply 30 by 25. So if you will try to multiply that in your scratch paper, so let me do the shortcut method. So bring down 0. 3 times 5 is 15. Carry 1. 3 times 2 is 6 plus 1 is 750. So the answer is 30 times 25 is 750 kilogram meter square per second square. Okay. Now, for the final answer, so there is still 1/2 here. Actually, you can do that in 3 ways. Okay, first, you can do that using or through mental calculation or computation. So you can ask yourself, what is the 1/2 of 750? Ano ba yung kalahati ng 750? Okay, ano ang kalahati ng 750? Okay, so yung mga medyo bright sa math, they can do the mental calculation. The number 2, you can divide 70 by 2. The number 3 way, you can multiply 750 times 0.5. So it's up to you what method are you going to apply. Okay? So if you will try to divide 750 divided by 2, okay, so 7 divided by 2, you can get 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 7 minus 1, 7 minus 6 rather is 1. Then bring down 5. 15 divided by 2 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 15 minus 14 is 1. Bring down 0. 10 divided by 2 is 5. So the answer is 375 J because J is also equivalent to kilogram meter square per second square. Now let us see if we can get the same answer. If we will try to multiply 750 times 0.5. Okay, let us see. 5 times 0, 0. 5 times 5, 25. Carry 2. 5 times 7, 35 plus 2, it's 37. Okay, count the decimal point to the left. 1, 1. So you can omit the 0. So if you notice, we got the same answer, right? So when we divided 750 by 2, we got 375. When we multiplied 750 by 0.5, we also got 75. So the kinetic energy of the 30 kilogram motorcycle having a velocity of 5 meter per second is 375 joule, or we can also use Newton meter, or we can also use kilogram meter square per second square. Okay, now there is a follow-up question. What if the velocity is 8 meter per second? So we can just change the velocity to 8 meter. Okay, then we will compare later. Okay, so what if the velocity is 8 meter? So this time it's 8. So let me erase or delete the notes here. Okay. So later we will make a generalization out of the final answers given the 3 velocity. Okay, so this time for letter B, the velocity is 8. Okay, so please change the velocity 30 kilogram times 8 meter per second square. So as what I have said, settle first this one. Okay, the one with square. So 8 times 8 multiply by itself. Okay, the answer is when we multiply 8 by 8, it's 64. 64 meters square per second square. Okay? Next. So we have to multiply 30 by 64. 30 times 64. Okay, we can do the shortcut method because there is a 0 at okay, so 0, 3 times 4 is 12, 3 times 6 is 18, plus 1 is okay, 19. So 30 times 64 is 1,920 kilogram meter square per second square. Okay, again, for the final answer, as what I have told you a while ago, okay, you can do this in 3 ways. First, through mental calculation. Second, you can divide this by 2. And third, you can multiply it to 0.5. Why 0.5? Because 1/2, 1 divided by 2, the answer is 0.5. Okay? So now, let us try to divide 1,920 rather, divided by 2. Okay. So 19 divided by 2, it's 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 19 minus 18 is 1. Bring down 2. 12 divided by 2 is 6. Okay. And there's still remaining 0. So you can copy the 0 here. And the final answer is 960 joule. Okay. You can use also Newton meter or kilogram meter square per second square. Okay. Now let us proceed to the next velocity. So I'm going to clear all drawings. So for another velocity, the last velocity is what if the velocity is 10 meter per second. So again, you have to write the mass. Mass is 30 kilograms. Velocity this time is 10 meter per second. So we are looking for kinetic energy. That is the unknown. Okay. So for the formula, please to remember the formula for kinetic energy, which is KE is equals to 1/2 mv squared. Okay, bring down the 1/2, substitute the mass, which is 30 kilograms, times 10 meter per second square. Do not forget the square. Then copy again the 1/2, 30 kilograms, and then 10 times 10 is 100 meters square per second square. Okay, so bring down again the 1/2. Settle this, 30 times 100. You can get 3,000 kilogram meter square per second square. Okay, so this time I think you can use the first way or the first method, mental calculation. Ano ang kalahati ng 3,000? What is the 1/2 of 3,000? I think you can do that. You can calculate that mentally. Oh, if that is a money value, 1/2 of 3,000 is 1,500 J. Okay, to make it short. So the final answer, if the velocity is 10 meter per second, it's 1,500 J. Okay, now let us compare the kinetic energy with the different velocity. So for letter A, the given velocity is 5 meter per second. Okay, for letter B, we solve for the second velocity 8 meter per second. And the last one, we have 10 meter per second. Now let us compare the kinetic energy with a different speed or velocity. Then please make a generalization. Okay? So the answer for the letter A, the first one that we solved, let's say this is A, B, C. The answer a while ago is 375 J. When we solve for 8 meter per second, the answer is 960 J. And then this time, when the velocity becomes 10 meter per second, the answer is 1,500 J. So what generalization can you make here? What do you notice about the data? What do you notice about the kinetic energy? What happens to the kinetic energy as the speed increases? Okay, we can say that the greater the movement of an object, the greater is its kinetic energy. Or the higher the velocity, the higher the kinetic energy. Or we can also say, as the velocity increases, the kinetic energy also increases. Okay, so please do remember that. And we also said last time that kinetic energy is the energy in motion. And the important factor in solving for the kinetic energy is the speed of the object. Okay? So who among you got perfect score? Okay, very good. Congratulations to those who got perfect. And for those who did not make it this time, please try again in our next Thank you so much. I hope you have learned something today.
Thank you for watching. Now it's your turn to solve the next problem in order for you to get a chance to win a prize. Please comment your final answer in the comment box. Good luck, thank you, and God bless. See you next time.